Hey people, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Monday to you all. Sisters Talk About is here, live and in living color. We are here. Yes, we are. Naomi, where you at? Waiting for the beautiful Naomi to join. I hope you're all doing well. Hey, hey, hey. We are here, we are here, we are here. Hello to those that are now joined in. Just waiting for my beautiful sister, cousin, friend, Naomi to join me. I hope you'll be... Oh, here she be. Come on in, sister, cousin, friend, Naomi. Naomi, where you at? Naomi, where you at? Naomi, at. She's coming in. She's coming in. She's coming in. Oh, thank you so much, King. Thank you. That means a lot. Hello, Naomi. Hello,
Hey, baby girl.
Hey.
How you doing, Bob?
I'm doing well, babes. Always doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I can see my face is all shining with my shea butter.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mine is shine. I think it's the light because I did look kind of dry and the light came on. I was like, bam! Oh my God. It's giving me a sheen. I love it. That's the incense is in my face.
The incense that I gave you.
No, that's downstairs in my room. That's for my
Okay,
room.
darling. Okay,
Yeah,
darling.
yeah. Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
really, Garmy? Mwah. Sending you
Sending you love
so much
too.
love
Mwah.
too. Yes, King. Bop, bop, bop. Hey, Mia. Hey,
Let's start.
oh.
Shall we start? Shall we
Yes,
ready?
let's start. Let's start.
Let's burn this sage and burn out the crosses, them
Pow.
and them things there.
Mm-hmm. Burn it out. Burn it out.
Burn out. We burn out that negative energy because we don't have it in here. And we
Mm-hmm.
bless this space with
Mm-hmm.
love, light,
And peace.
and peace.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we bring, love, light, and peace. You see me?
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, let me put that there. Right. Gonna beat the chest.
Yeah, don't burn out yourself, babe. Don't burn out your throat.
I'll put you up there because next to the incense, it's a bit too much going on in this space. One down there, one down there. How's everybody doing in the space? How are we all doing? How is everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. Here we got look at me, Maya. We have oh yes, blessed love and divine guidance always. We just feel so blessed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a great
Yeah.
weekend. How are you all feeling out there, people? Let us know how you're feeling. Be good, bad, indifferent. How are you feeling? I am feeling very well. I was feeling rather tired a little earlier on. Not gonna lie. I was
You're not
dipping.
the only one.
I
Yeah.
was working at I was just dipping. I was
Basically,
dipping.
we had a weekend of no sleep.
That's actually true. Yeah, when you come to think about it.
It was a
Friday
weekend.
night, Saturday, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a weekend of it was pure fun, laughter, joy, love, and no sleep. So I
But we
was
look good though. I feel we look good for the lack of sleep,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I
Gleaming,
mean?
babe, gleaming.
I think so. The water we be drinking, keeping ourselves
Mm-hmm.
hydrated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the fruit, the fresh veg, mm-hmm, all that.
I feel so blessed right now. I feel so blessed. Those of you who are on, a reminder that our next event is the 6th of April.
Yes.
We have put out a save the date. And the 6th of April, following that is Good Friday. So it's a long ass weekend. Yes,
So
we're
yeah,
doing it on
this
the
event will be on a Thursday instead of a Friday.
because then we have the
Wow.
Good Friday, then the Easter Sunday, then my birthday, and then Easter
Mhm.
Sunday. So anybody wants to, send me any gifts or anything, you know what I mean? Come down to the event and wish me happy birthday with gifts. They will be accepted with love and joy. Okay? Yeah. Just saying it. And the link we'll be putting up the ticket link will be up by the end of the week. So
Yeah.
we make sure if you are coming to register as soon as possible because the last event, like I said, it's such an intimate space that we have. And the last event, we were almost to capacity.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we do not want to be turning people away. So
yeah.
if your
See, get
name
your
isn't
ticket.
down, if your name is not down, trust and believe this time we will have to not let you in.
Mm,
I'm not lying, but
mm,
it's true.
yeah. We'll be done
Yes,
inside with love.
yeah. And he says, don't miss out. Exactly, man.
Yay. Hope to see you at the next one, Leo Gami.
Yeah.
And yeah, happy to say as well, as we can say, because it's been fully confirmed, that the
Mm-hmm.
charity that we'll be working with is Talks with MS. And yeah, so happy to have Terry Talks with MS on board. And it's like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. And for, like we've said in previous, at our events and previous Instagrams, that we are wanting to highlight Black charities. So if you know,
Mm,
we know there are a lot out there. So if you know of any, please DM us and then we can reach out to them so they can also then be part of our future events. So you have
yeah,
so you have a directory and we know
mm,
who we're going to be having on for the next couple of months for our events.
yeah,
So
yeah.
please, if you know of any, reach out to us, DM us so we can so we can get the ball rolling and get in contact with them.
Yeah.
Um, Also, a little one for you is in March,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
mid-March. We're doing a collaboration, and we're doing a live event, but this one is actually just going to be for the sisters.
Mm.
With it being is it International Women's Day? I
International
can't- What
Women,
day?
yeah, Women's Month, really.
Yeah. So yes, we're doing a collaboration. And we'll have more details of that for you next week. And that's going
Yeah.
to be mid-March. And the event is where is
It'll
it
be in
again?
Kennington in London.
Kennington. Yes, in Kennington. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful space in Kennington.
Yes.
We will tell you more about that next week. Everything is happening. We're just so excited. We're just so
I
excited.
know. Exciting, happy times right now.
You know what I mean?
Exciting, happy times. Yeah. But what's on your mind, sister, cousin, friend? Hmm.
Sleep. There. That's it. Sleep. It's on my mind.
Yeah, maybe that's what's on my mind too. That's why I've got my blanket covering me. My comfort blanket.
Yeah, sleep.
Look,
Sleep
I
is
don't
very
really look any
important.
different when I'm sleepy because my eyes are like that anyway. So when I'm sleepy, they just stay like that.
Sleep is very important for the body. It's very important.
Mm,
Everything rests. So sleep.
mm. Oh Lord, Lord have mercy. The sleep tonight is going to be good. It's going to be very good.
So to be
Oh,
honest, we haven't actually come on with a kind of any topic to talk about today. So Whoever's
Yeah,
on, if you have anything on your mind that you wanted to speak on, put it in the chat. Or literally come on live with it if you want.
yeah, yeah,
Request to
yeah.
come on live and let's just have a good old, how do they say?
Chinwag,
That's it. That's the word.
good
A
old
good old
natter, good old
a good old
chinwag.
natter. Good old natter natter. You know, natter 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 natter
You
natter.
know what, actually, I will say, someone sent me some foolishness earlier. So it was a video, it was of a Jamaican couple, and the woman, she made herself all sexy and stuff for a man. And she put on this nice satin, nightie with the lace, and then the satin dressing gown with the lace. It was all pink. She had her hair wrapped. He was cussing. He was cussing, saying like he wants a Victoria's Secret model, and that she should be wearing Victoria's Secret underwear, and why hasn't she got a wax and all. Like you could have done gone a wax. I replied to my friend and I was like, he's rude. How dare he? How bloody dare he? And then, yeah, he was just basically saying, oh, I dare you to go back to him and go and tell him that. I was like, if I was her, I would. Like, why don't he go and get a wax and feel the pain of the wax?
Mm.
You know what? Listen, we've already had the conversations of how painful waxes can be.
Yeah,
Like your
very.
body's sensitive, different points of the month. And if you go
Mm.
at a particular month, it's even more painful. But he wanted a Victoria's Secret model. It's like he needs a lick in his
In my
head.
Victoria's Secret money, in my Victoria's Secret money,
Right,
or in my Primark money, is which one you have?
right. He was
Okay.
telling her about how a night is ugly. And what, she dressed like an old woman. I was like, he's rude. He's so rude. He's so
But then what
rude.
what what was he looking like though?
Right. He wasn't really in the main picture. It was all focused on the woman. You could just
Okay.
really mainly hear his voice. I was just like, yeah, like what is he bringing? What is he bringing to spice up the bedroom? So yeah, I
Mm-mm.
guess my question is any to all of y'all, every single one of y'all who's here
Yeah.
with us. What is your views on how to spice up the bedroom? Are you particular on what your partner has to wear or look like to spice up the bedroom? Like, what are your, I guess it's demands really, isn't it? Because the way the man was
Mm.
chatting, he was demanding. He was
Mm.
demanding.
Mm.
It was hilarious. But I was like, no, those things really happen. They did this for TikTok, but these things really happen. Imagine the man telling you about how you dress ugly.
Nah, is it?
And about you must gonna have a wax.
But then to be fair, as women, we know when we need a wax, so we wear the,
Yeah.
the, the, the correct undergarments to cover the hairs. Because if you need a waxing, you're not going to be wearing a thong, is it? Or some high leg
Right,
thing, and then you've got some
right.
bush coming out the side and a piece of. You're not going to wear that knowing your area, the hair needs to be removed. Okay? We all, as females, we don't know this. It's not rocket
Instead of
science.
wearing the thongs, you'll wear the hot pants.
You're done now. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you
You
still
you
look
wear low
sexy,
ride.
but
You
everywhere's
wear low
covered.
riders, not high riders. Riders.
Yes. Yeah.
You got them low. The high? No, no. Because you wear high, then everything's coming out like this. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I don't mind a little
Okay.
granny nightie.
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I have a couple nighties, and I'm talking
Mm,
nineties that my mum used to wear back in the 80s. They were quite sexy. I ain't
yeah,
lying. They
they
were
were
some sexy
sexy.
things. I creped up 2 of them. They're in my drawer.
You know what I'll say?
They're older than me.
There was a black one that I did want to buy, but I didn't end up buying it. But my 90s are more like new age t-shirt 90s.
Yeah, t-shirt. But I do have some ones from Quebec that are older than
Mm.
me, man. I just took them for my mum. She never wore them, man. They were there down long time, long time, long time. So me take them.
Right, right. Leo Garmy says those teens kept our granny's rent paid. Right then. It's true. It's true. It's true. When
So
did
come
our
on then.
grandmas when
Yeah,
did
so
our
come on then.
grandmas talk
Yeah,
about how they have to go 50-50?
in it. The
Those
people was paying
90s
everyone.
got them 100%.
Bill was paid, man.
Right. Food on table, hot water.
So come on, then. I haven't heard anyone say what was your question again, Nay? About spicing up the
Yeah,
bedrooms?
like what's your view? Real men know. Okay,
I'm
okay. Yeah, like tell us, what are your views on how to spice up the bedroom? Do you have any particular demands? How do you show up to spice up the bedroom, even?
I share it like this. I'm
Ta-da!
here.
Ta-da!
I am. I
Yes,
am here.
hand.
Do it.
Come on, don't hold back. Share with us, share with us. Remember, this is a safe space. This is a very safe
I do
space.
have a few little, sexy numbers. I have quite a few of them.
Oh, do
I
you
have,
now?
yeah, I have a few.
Huh?
When I feel ready, says to put them on. Well, you
Are
know
those,
what?
do you usually put them on then?
Yeah, I'll wear them. I'll put them on. What
Okay.
I have done way back, what I did one time
Yeah.
was just turn up with just my underwear on underneath.
What,
I just
underneath a mat?
Yes, I did that. I
Ah,
did that.
what film did they do that in?
I did that. That's me. I did it. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
And the Mac was. I can't believe have I still got the Mac. I think I got rid of it. I had them in two colors, the black one, and I had like a beige color one. But the Mac, the way it was fitted at the top, this coat, but it flared out like a dress at the bottom, so I could actually wear it
Oh.
like a dress. So
Oh.
I just called myself a cab. I went in far. I done my little wrong. She banged me. Bam! Hi.
I'm sure that was received greatly, nicely.
Well, it was a good night. Yeah, that was that. That was that. That was that. But other than that, I have the kind of things I'll put on. I
Hmm.
won't stand putting them on. I'll just put them on,
Yeah, just put it
and
on.
then
Yeah.
just turn up in the bedroom like ta-da, ta-da. And the shoes. Sometimes it's very good to have the
Oh,
shoes. I
yeah.
call them pawn shoes. I only
Mm.
have one pair now. I had quite a few. I had about
Okay.
two or three. Then they did just getting tighter, so I had to sell them. But I did have what I call pawn shoes. But literally, I couldn't wear them on the street because they were that rotted high. They were very comfortable. I think I wore one of them. I think I wore them once on road, and I was like, "Oh my god, I look like 6 foot tall." So it's not.
So those would be like the shoes that I showed you at the weekend then, because you said
Yes,
to me, those are your pawn shoes, babe.
yes, they're pawn. I call
Because
them
I was
pawn
like,
shoes.
where the hell am I going to wear these? Because they're so
In the
damn high.
bedroom, you wear them
And
in the
I don't need
bedroom.
to be out somewhere and I'm tripping over. No, doing splits in the air because I can't fix the shoes.
But yes, yeah, pawn shoes, babe.
Yeah, so I think I've got two pairs of pawn shoes.
So yeah.
And I do have a couple outfits, yeah, that
Hmm.
I've pulled out of the trunk kit.
Yeah.
You see,
Hmm.
You guys are being quiet now in the comments. No, I know
You know
you're
what? It's
sitting there,
mainly
you're
man up
sitting
in
there
it's mainly
looking at
man
the
up in here.
screen.
That's ah
You're sitting there looking at the screen, thinking of the stuff in your head, but you're not typing.
exactly. And especially because it's mainly man in here. What is it that you like to see your
Mm,
woman wear in the bedroom? What is it for you?
yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What do you like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you like? What do you like your woman to do to spice things up? Oh, there's a comment here. I can't. What's going
Oh,
on?
is it? Oh, hey, Tawana.
Right, right. Leogami said, "I need the mood to be set right. Start off with a Dead Sea salt bath, some
Oh,
smoke, drink, the correct
oh.
lighting, incense. Must give thanks before the fest."
Hey, before the
I like
fete.
it.
Yeah, that setup is approved. That
Yes,
setup is
yes.
approved.
We
Yeah.
approve, we approve that.
Yeah.
We
The
approve,
only
we
thing that you
approve.
missed out is body oil. After the bath, it's the body
Oh,
oil. Oh, yeah,
oh,
some
yeah.
coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Some
there's a
shea
lotion
butter.
down, the mass. You know what is I find massages can be very good.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Massages can set the tone. They can
Yeah,
set the
yeah, definitely.
tone.
Yeah, 100%.
A nice, oh, yeah.
Yeah. A nice soup, but not to go too harsh, like you're trying to crush out the bones and shizzing it.
Yeah.
Like nice and soothing.
It's just nice and just, yeah, just.
You got your
Actually,
oils
I
on
could
there.
do with one right now, because from ear to ear is very tight. I could just do with that. Anybody willing to help me, please?
With the crooked neck.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, right here, it could just do with a little soften up. It feels very tight. Very tight.
Because of all the hours you're spending at your desk.
It's very true. It's very true. Very, very
Mm,
true.
mm. But yeah,
Yes, man.
yeah, Leo
I
Gami,
like
that's
that.
what sounds nice.
Yes. So who else have we got in here? We have in,
Who've we got?
we got our Tuxedo Warrior and GT. Let me come out.
Come out of her.
Sorry. So Tuana, what do you do to spice up your bedroom? Did you lick your intimate life? What you do? What you do? I want to know, man. I want to know
Mhm.
what people do. Talk to
Mm.
us.
Let us know.
Don't
It
be shy. Don't be shy. It's good to share, man. It's good to
is
share.
sharing and sharing. Then
But
we're
you know
all
what I
learning
find
from
though,
each other.
as I think that as a nation, when it comes to talking about things, we don't talk about things like this.
Mm-hmm.
When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to erotica and sex, it's very rare that we speak about it. So, oh no, I can't speak about that, please though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of shame with
Yeah,
talking about your
yeah,
sexuality
yeah,
and
like
anything to do with
we
sex.
shouldn't feel no shame about it. Sex is a
No.
natural thing.
So yeah, it's like each of our experiences, good or bad, we can learn from them.
Mm,
We can learn from them, and the more that we are to speak out, there's certain things that I know that I've experienced that I know that if I was spoken to, I would have known about these red flags and wouldn't have experienced them, you know?
mm,
So it's even like from that aspect of us protecting, learning how to protect ourselves and to
yeah,
know what we should and shouldn't be going for or what to stay
mm,
away from, and how
exactly.
to judge what is in the betterment for you, you know?
Yeah, we need to be more open when we talk about sex and things in regards to erotica within our community. Like I said, because we're not
Mm.
very, we tend to shun away from it.
Hmm.
I don't know why I don't know why that is.
Mhm.
Sex is a lovely thing if you bit bad.
But then we shun away from it, but then sex is highly spoken about in music, in the
Mm.
music that everybody listens to. And then there are many concepts within that where they like within, yeah, the topics like demands, there's sexual demands on women
Yeah.
or women being slut shamed. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, so where interesting to know where everybody really learns about sex from.
As GT Empire said, I'm listening tonight doing an assignment. Make sure you get the assignment done, you know, King.
Good
No
luck with the
slacking, baby
assignment.
blaming sisters talk about that you didn't get the assignment done.
Yeah,
Don't be
because the
blaming us
subject
now.
is distracting you.
Mm.
But yeah, it's definitely like in, yeah, so many songs like the lyrics are sexual content, and it's just like with the younger people, is that where they're learning more about sex?
Mm. Slut shaming is very immature and Ilsa-like behavior. Yeah, very, very true. Like, I think that with
Mm.
the songs, for me, it's like I said, it's the songs are out there because like they said, sex sells. It's in the songs. But when it comes, well, we just don't speak about it amongst ourselves. We will listen to the lyrics,
Yeah.
but when it comes to speaking about it openly,
Mm.
we don't really do that.
Mm-mm.
And especially when it comes to things like erotica.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
we don't really do that at all.
Mm.
Hey,
Hey,
sis!
Whitney, long time. Mwah, baby girl.
Mwah, mwah. Sending you
Oh,
blessings. Sending
so
you
much
love, light,
love,
and
babe.
blessings, baby. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We're wanting to know, our first question, what Naomi put out there was, what do we do as individuals to spice up things in the bedroom area? Miss you too, baby girl.
Oh,
Can't wait
miss
to
you
see you
too,
soon.
baby.
But
Oh,
yeah, but
mwah.
yes, we want to know what each of you do to spice up, to create that extra bit of spice in the bedroom. Oh,
Mm.
maybe mom, not from you. I don't want to know from you.
Oh, Auntie Hey,
My mom's
Auntie.
just, hi, mom, hi. Gone quiet now.
You can't answer this question, Auntie.
Yeah, yes, mama. I do not want to know your answer. You can just keep quiet, please. Thanks. I don't want to know what you do to spice up the bedroom. Thanks. I do not want
No.
to know any of
Keep,
that. Thank
keep,
you very
keep that
much.
to yourself, please, Auntie. Yeah? Right. But
So
yeah,
we've
all
all,
the rest of you, like, what do you do to spice up the bedroom? Or what do
mm.
you like to be done to spice up the bedroom? Do you
And
have any particular demands, likes, no likes for what's to be done in the bedroom?
do you think it's
How,
important to have that extra spice every now and again? How important is it? Do you think it's important?
Hmm. I think my answer to that would be every now and again, yeah.
Mm.
You know,
Why do you say
every now
that?
and again. Pardon?
Why do you say that?
To So there's a difference,
Hmm.
because like it's nice when you've got a groove, and you have a rhythm with things. But then it's nice now and again for show me a new trick.
Okay, Inspector Gadget. Okay. 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 Okay.
A new trick now and again.
Yeah.
Something new.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
I have to agree, that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, because
So
I'm
it
doing the
doesn't have to
same.
be the same all the time.
Mm, something different. Bring something different in to the mix. A little bit here, a little bit there. I know someone earlier on was saying that they like to set the mood, didn't they? So they
Oh
have
yeah.
the with the bath with the sea salts and the smoke and the
Mm.
drink and the music and then the incense. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
even says I love a good setting, like on the beach, something adventurous.
That sounds
Mm, that's
lovely.
nice. But what about the sand getting in places? I just need to ask. The beach is all lovely, but
You
the
need
sun is the sun is getting up in
you
areas.
would have a cover that covers the sand. So there's a separation between skin and sand.
However, is yeah. You
Okay,
have to
yeah, you
stand
have
up.
to stand
Exactly.
up.
You can't lie down because the sand will get on the thing and get up your
So just
crevice.
make sure
And
you got strong thighs and strong calves
yeah,
and strong lower
yeah.
back and strong hands if you
Just
need
the
to
man
pick
just
up
has to be
something.
strong. The man just has to be strong. I'll have
Yeah,
strength because you're
yeah.
gonna have to lift me up. It's as simple as that.
Strong everything. Strong
Just stand
everything.
up. Just lift me
Muscle
up against
everywhere.
the tree. Against the tree, yeah. Stand up.
Yeah. But then you have to make sure that it can't be too rough or you'll be scratching up and bleeding out your back.
I want to make love on a Ferris wheel in Paris. Oh, what is ya?
What? Okay. Okay.
I would be afraid.
Oh.
I'd have to keep my eyes closed because I'd be afraid of the height looking down. I swear to now. I open my eyes and the thing's swinging. Oh, Lord of Jesus stretched. A quickie. You probably would have to be a quickie because you're just going round and round. So you'd have to start
That'll make me
when you
dizzy.
almost. So because it goes around, you'd have to start because you start here. So when you're like here, start it. Then when you're here, get jiggy, and then you need to slow down because you're going to come
Yeah,
right
when
back
you're
to the
going
bottom.
down.
Yeah. So by the time when you reach the top of the Ferris wheel, you need to make sure that you're getting the groove on and it's blocking out
Yeah,
your back. You got to put in
yeah,
them strokes because by the time the Ferris wheel comes wrong, so you soon reach your bottom. So everything needs to
yeah.
draw out
You need to
and
slow
fix up.
down. Slow the
Yeah,
tempo
slow
down.
down.
And then get ready to go again when you get to the bottom. And it's the same rhythm. It's the same
Yes,
rhythm.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So make sure
Start.
you talk that through before you get on the ride. So you're both in the same understanding.
Because you
Because you
don't
can't
want
have one
things to be
speeding up when the other's slowing down. Nah.
yeah. Good
Right.
evening. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, you got
evening,
them.
Malcolm. How you doing,
How
King?
you doing, King? We're
How you
asking
doing?
our question is what do you like to be done to spice up your bedroom activity?
Mm-hmm.
Is what you like. What do you like
Mm-hmm.
how would you like it to be set? What would you like your partner to do? Do you want them to be wearing something special? Would you wear something special? You have a special lotion and all them sitting there.
Mm.
Hang on, might have insurance before that one. Yeah, because just in case something gone wrong.
And oh, you know what? To add to the question, as we've had someone saying they want to make love on the Ferris wheel in Paris, it doesn't have to be the bedroom.
Yeah,
Sexual playtime.
yeah,
How,
exactly.
yeah. How do you want to throw it down? What do you like?
Throw it down, throw it up, fling it out, or whatever. You know, this is
Okay, Auntie's asking what we're on about. I think
never
we've,
you mind, mother. Never you mind.
yeah.
It's fine. You don't need
Cover
to
your
know.
ears, please, Auntie.
Malcolm, does anybody want to be added to the call? I'm going to go through and add somebody. Let me add.
Yeah, add someone. Better add somebody.
Oh, wow, I forgot how you do it.
How can you have forgotten how to do it?
Right, who can I add? But I'm not adding my mother. That's just not right.
Malcolm says almost everything except LOL. Okay, Malcolm, we're adding you because we
Yeah,
want
there
to
you
know
go.
what your
Invite.
accept is. Accept what? Please and thanks. Please answer the question.
Almost everything except. Where are you, Malcolm? Where are you? Have you declined my
Have you gone in
offer?
hiding?
Mom, I am too young for
You're
this
too young for
conversation.
this conversation. Yes, you are too young for this conversation, Auntie. You're too young. Put your
Oh,
headphones
Malcolm,
on.
I've invited you. I don't know where you are. I don't know what's going on there.
Malcolm, have you gone in hiding? Come on, big man. Big man, you
Aye.
can't go in hiding. Don't hide from us.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's not. He might have lost reception. He's not here.
All right. Okay. Oh, Whitney's not able to join. Oh man, no one's able to join.
I think Malcolm's back.
Right, there you go. Invida, Malcolm, I've sent you an invite.
Malcolm, where are you? Hey. You're outside.
He's outside.
Oh,
His
it's Brooklyn.
reception.
Hey.
Hello. Hey.
How you doing, King?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good,
We're
thank
good. We're
you.
good.
We're
Thank
Can
you.
well.
I?
So your answer, we need you to elaborate on your answer,
Yeah,
please.
because you said accept. What does the accept
Everything
mean?
except.
Um, except a little too much, too far, you know.
No, I don't know.
No, we don't know. Explain. We need detail. This show is about detail. We're all about
Yeah.
detail.
We're not going to assume anything on this show. We
Yeah,
don't
we don't
assume.
assume here. Sisters talk about we don't assume.
Well, you know, Caribbean man culture. Well, for some, what can I say? Like men this part of the world don't really like to to indulge in the culinary arts in bed.
Oh, okay, I see, okay.
Oh,
Right. That's what they say, they lie. They lie. They lie. I am just going to say 80% of them be lying. Can I just put that out there? Okay.
Have you dealt with so many?
Not so many, but the ones I have dealt with, most of them have done that.
You ever
Yes.
had a Guyanese man?
I don't know. Maybe not.
No, you haven't. And
Why? Why do you say that?
isn't
Why?
it
What about Guyanese men? Do you not do that?
is it a definite no in Guyana? Not to.
it's not popular. I wouldn't say it's popular.
Okay.
Okay. But then receiving it from the woman, is that more of a...
I really want smoking on your live showing too much, you know. So I'm trying to move my face.
Oh, it's okay.
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 That's
But then
okay.
you know what you're saying? With you saying it's not popular, it isn't popular. I wouldn't say it is popular. Men just don't. They don't advertise that they do it. A lot of them say they don't and cuss it when they do. That's just my
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's popular. I just know that it is done by Caribbean men that are born there, out there, and some that are born
You
here
Jamaican,
too.
right? You Jamaican.
Yes.
Bowcat. That's not the name? That's the name.
Yes, that's the name. Oh, my head is hurting.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't that what Jamaicans say about cat?
Yeah, that is the name. Yeah, that's the name.
So in your estimation, what percentage of men that you've encountered from your country of origin are bowcats?
The ones that I've encountered,
all of them?
I would say is in favor of the bowcat. Yes. Yeah.
And of that, how many? I don't need a figure. How many requested that you keep it silent?
Say that again.
How many requested that you don't tell anybody?
Oh, I don't tell anybody anyway. They never requested. I don't tell anybody.
That wasn't the question.
No one requested anything, to be honest. No one said, whoever's performed that act on me has never said, oh, keep it a secret. No one's ever said, oh, don't say anything, or I do it. No one's ever. There's actually, to be honest, there's probably one person, one guy that I know that wasn't afraid to say that it's something that he did.
Okay.
That's
How many would have been?
It wasn't. Yeah, he said, yeah, I do it. I do it. Yeah.
How many of them would readily admit publicly?
Just that one. Oh. Two, I think probably two, and they weren't Jamaican. Yeah, Jamaican. I don't think they would admit it. The Jamaican.
No, Jamaican wouldn't.
I'm not saying you would speak, but the men would rather you keep it a secret, right?
Exactly.
You get me?
Sure.
Which goes to show maybe a little bit of peer pressure or extra motivation on your part, perhaps.
Say that again.
You peer pressure.
Maybe a bit of peer pressure.
No.
or motivation on your part.
Motivation, not peer pressure.
No peer pressure. If it's something you want to do, then by all means, I am not going to say no. You may do that. It's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you're more clean, that's all good.
I don't expect you to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
I
wouldn't expect you to say no. Hell yes, come on. Okay, so from my observation, I may be wrong. Yeah. Sorry, somebody called me. From my observation, I've seen that perhaps men from certain islands are a bit more open about it, But I say that,
Mm.
but I say that to also say that that would have been those that I heard from, like maybe in the form of a song. So like you may
Mm.
have a artist from Trinidad singing a song, you want a girl sit down in his face, wind up on his mouth, right?
Mm. Yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Mm.
I wouldn't necessarily think that the majority of men in Trinidad are like that because that's just an expression of that artist, right?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But I've met a few others that said no, they wouldn't do that, and I've met a few who said, "Hell yes," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Good. So you say Bajan, men from Barbados, perhaps would have such a similar view. A little more
Yeah,
inclined. St. Lucians maybe a little more inclined
yeah.
uh, to that. I've been in a few other islands. They're not adverse to it, but it's not like the general theme on the ground in the population or anything like that,
Mm.
Okay.
right? So I may say a Trini would enjoy it, you know, but perhaps the majority of Trinidadian men wouldn't, you know. So
Mm, mm.
because you sometimes hear a dancehall song from Trinidad, and the guy would express views that he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Right? And so you still cannot use that. It's like when you hear Jamaicans speak, you would, in the music at least, you would believe not one man in Jamaica would ever suck a pussy.
Exactly. And
Mm.
that's what I'm like. That's a
Yeah,
lie.
that's a lie.
That's what I'm like. Yeah.
You follow me, right?
It's very true. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it is what is portrayed, and it is the part of the culture that reaches other parts the fastest. Probably other parts gravitate to maybe the most outside of, let's say, athletics for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it definitely tells a story, which is that person's story, which could be fictional as well, of what
Mm.
Mm,
life is in Jamaica.
mm,
Mm.
So
mm.
I would venture to say perhaps given how the how it's still looked at in certain parts of the world, Guyana, Jamaica, and in parts of many other countries that even have people that are vocal about it, prevents many from admitting, probably prevents many from
Yeah.
trying, perhaps, you know.
Mm, mm.
But but I don't think is open and widespread where everybody's just like sucking a cat around this part, you know. Yeah, you're probably hearing the noise in the background. It's raining right now.
It's
Okay. As long as it's warm though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Mm.
It's good. I'm next to a com like a 3-story building that has a lot of zinc roof, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
you get a lot of raindrops on it.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
No, but
Yeah.
thank you for joining us and sharing your view.
There it is. So we're hearing the
Oh, that's
Okay.
noises.
amazing.
It's on that roof.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
storage
just
bond.
Caribbean.
It's a
It
storage bond.
just looks nice and just relaxing.
Mm. And
Mm,
warm. I wouldn't need this
yeah.
blanket if I was there.
Right. We have right. We've got a comment saying Bocat life matters. my head right now. Bowl cut life matters. Right. With a love heart.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, brother. Yes. It
What's
does.
his name? Leo Gami?
Yeah.
Wow. That's the best for the life, eh?
Yeah.
I guess it does.
Yeah.
And I guess it does, especially for women who like their cat bow down, you know. So
Mm.
yeah, it's not something, you know. But in the bedroom, spice up is important to
Yeah, yeah,
ensure that
exactly. Because that was the question. Do you think it's important to
you
spice things up?
to ensure that you keep it going, because people tend to uh, women especially
Mm.
tend to end up saying that the bored
Okay.
Okay.
and they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry, they're not happy. So yeah, good afternoon. Pardon. So
It's all
so
right.
women tend to say they're not happy. They get bored. They want to
Mm.
be spiced up. They are so, you know, and they tend to leave relationships for those matters. Being bored, not being happy, feeling as though
Mm-hmm.
it is for many women, routine, which is stable, becomes boring. And
Okay.
right? So you get up, you do, you know your task, I know mine. We
Mm.
do whatever you have to do, we fix it. There's our schedule, get we sleep, we schedule, we sex, we keep rotating the days and we're building towards saving or investing and getting stuff. But what we find happening is that stability is boring
Mm.
to a great extent, because it's
Mm.
basically routine. Over and over, you do the same thing over and over and over. And unless you're
Mm.
able to understand that success doesn't mean change and different all the time, because many of the most successful people and businesses and corporations have maintained the products that they have. You
Mm-hmm.
change
Yeah.
and you spice up with the time and all of that, but the core and the foundation of their product remains the same. So that has to be it for your relationship. If you don't have the ability to be able to not have your happiness depend on where your partner is doing or where your partner is taking you or how your partner makes you feel only, that could be a part of it. But if that's
Mm.
the only way that you're happy, then two things could happen easily. You put so much of pressure on your partner that the person could find it virtually impossible to keep up with all the demands of you
Mm.
being
Yeah. Yeah.
excessively in need of comfort to a certain level.
Yeah.
And also you
Mm.
find yourself in a position thinking you're not being treated as good as you ought to be. And that may not be true.
Mm.
It's just that you may not be seeing it from a level. I was speaking with some colleagues the other day, females, you know, and I was telling them, you know, the things that they bring to the relationship for their man, tangible. You could literally measure it, right? How
Mm.
many hours they look after the children, they cook, they clean, they wash. You can actually see how many hours of work they've done and what they've done. And I say outside of, so they were trying to like ask me now, where is the equal to that, the opposite, well, the equal to that the man is doing. And I say, if you give his work and his salary, then him just being there is preventing a lot of things from happening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to be have that presence, you know, someone would think twice about messing with the family because you got somebody that you really got to deal with, you know,
Yep.
Mm.
and started showing them, and you just can't measure that unless and until something happens, God forbid. So unless you can put yourself in a position where you can actually see the benefit and the value of having that around, then you would think it as being nothing much. You know, this isn't equating to what I'm offering in a relationship, you know. So sometimes we need to take a little bit more time and just explain. Because as you know what's happening now, so you spice it up,
Mm.
to ensure your woman is not in Guyana we have a lot of resorts, eco lodges and for ecotourism where is nature and lots of hiking and waterfalls and stuff like that, you know, and places you can go here. Uh, you can also do your own thing in another
Mm.
region, right in Guyana. But we don't find time like it's like playing. We never forget how to play. We just don't find time to do it
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or the appropriate moment to play. Because I know
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
you catch play with your boyfriend, you catch play with your girlfriend, however you do it. Uh, but you just don't. You're not able to actually do it as much as you should because you don't put it in your calendar of events that you have to do. So stuff like that, you
Mm.
know, put in a bit of play time with your partner, you know. And Guyana we
Mm-hmm.
say like you catch play, you catch and play, you know. Yeah, that's always so that moment of the man not being too strong where she's able to win the wrestling match or something like that, you know. It really adds a lot to a relationship. But you just can't sit down and expect a woman to be okay with routine. Even though you want them to be okay with routine, it gets boring for them at some time. So as a man, you're then forced
Mm.
to, or just calling her to. But even as a man, you need it as well. You know, you you need that time to really bond with your partner,
You see,
Mm.
or
my thing
else.
is,
No,
one thing, because I know what you mentioned that as women, we can be very vocal and we'll say to the man, oh, we'll say, oh, it's boring. I'm not happy with it. We need to do something. But how does the man express that? Does the man
Yeah.
express? For example, if he thinks the sex with that woman, how does a man express that if he wants the woman to be more adventurous or be more lively or forthcoming? As a man, how do you
Mm.
express that?
Or would you
Do you, or
like?
would
And
you
then the
express it?
second, yeah, because the
Yeah.
second part to that is, do men widely express that, or do they go to
Mm,
somebody else who they
yeah.
believe will be more lively and expressive instead
Mm.
of telling their partner what it is that they want? Do they just go outside of the home?
I I believe they do express it, but many times men tend to tiptoe, being direct, but tiptoe around the issue a little because it's very
Okay.
hard to be direct with most women. With most women, it's
Mm.
very hard to be very direct at all times. Sometimes you have
Mm-hmm.
to answer them like they would like you to answer, right? And it's not ceding
Yeah.
ground or losing your masculine frame or anything. I believe to not to let it go to another level. Let's put a stop to it, okay? Men do express it, but we don't express it as women, and women seem to
Okay.
be interested and expecting us to express it as women do. We're very direct, so sometimes we
Mm.
tell you something and you probably shocked about it, and then you're left like asking now, oh, what did you mean? What did you say? And so the
Yeah.
follow up questions that come after, then we realize it's gonna
Yeah.
get personal, and we start
Very
moving away from
true.
it like this here, and
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah,
Because we
That's
can't
what we
handle
do
the
because
truth. As women, sometimes we ask for
we
the
can't
truth, but
handle
then
the
when we
truth.
get it, we can't handle it.
Yeah, or we don't like it.
We don't like it. But it's the truth.
Yeah.
We
The
don't
woman
like
would
it.
so
be like,
we
tell me the truth. I want to know everything. Don't
Then
miss
he tells you the
anything
truth, and
out.
you're like,
And then when
then
you're
he
told
tells
the
you the
truth, you're like,
truth. You're like, I don't think that's true. That is a lie.
yeah,
No, I don't think so.
you're just
and
Yeah.
that's why
being
men don't speak
mean.
up.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
speak up in the manner, but we act. You know, we act. We may not speak it, but we act it. When
Okay.
Mm,
we try to express how you react towards it is then a guideline of us finding us no, the guideline of how you may react in the future, which allows
Mm-hmm.
us to find a solution so that that reaction doesn't come around anymore. So most men will just like
okay.
bottle it up and just leave it, you know.
Okay.
And I guarantee you right now, if we poll 100% of men using the metric that women use for happiness in a relationship. Not men, because we're happy differently. If we use the female metric and the measurement for happiness in a relationship and contentment, I dare say, outside the men that are actually really masculine and holding frame, even if they have to do that repeatedly and too much, they get tired of doing it. Right?
Mm.
You'd find the vast majority of men are not happy by women's standards, are very
Okay.
unhappy by women's standards.
Okay.
Yes, I'm telling you. Because we talk about women needing emotional, they say they need technically
Mm.
being able to express your emotions and all of that allows you to be an even better place than the person who's bottling it up, right? So you're getting more emotional attention than even your partner, who you said needs it more than you. Isn't that true? Yes, you're getting what your partner should be getting in terms of the emotional aspect of it, because you tend to say men don't deal with it in a certain way. So we give you that opportunity to show us how you will react. Like come and say, you know what? I don't think this. I think this rice boiled a little too soft. Oh, you're saying I can't cook rice? Boil it soft before and you had it.
That's
What do you
exactly
mean?
how
I
you
can't
go.
cook?
That's exactly.
Oh, no. Oh, you like the rice boiled the way that it boiled when we bought it from that girl around the corner? What is her name? And then it goes and it goes on, it goes on, it goes on. So we check out. We check out immediately. And perhaps if you ask a question, it's either yes or no, and that's it. But we're not there anymore mentally. So it's not that men don't really express it. We attempt to, right? We attempt to outside of, like I said, outside of the man that when he expresses it and then it goes down the personal lane, and then he's then forced to hold the conversation to logic and then say, look, it's not about you, it's not personal, it's me and all of that. That would bring an argument. So even the man who is able to do that, you really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it. It's too taxing. You understand? It's too difficult for someone to keep. It's like basically someone is like a child you're dealing with. You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah. It seems so to a great extent. It's like if it's a child and a very bad behaved one as well, who isn't listening to reason, and timeout isn't working. So you become so frustrated that you don't know what to do, and everything goes down the drain. So
As
that's
a
how we
man, then,
face.
as a male, which would you prefer? The woman to say to you, yeah, sex is boring, I don't like it, or for her to suggest ways to spice it up rather than tell you it's boring?
I never had that problem, but
Okay.
Okay, just saying.
Yeah, just saying, if you was ever in that situation, would you
Yeah.
rather?
How would you like it to be?
Let's put a
How would you like
caveat.
it to be
One word.
approached? If for any reason you were, God forbid you were, but just in,
I know, God forbid.
At this point in my life, I know, and I can logically and honestly and fairly grade my performance at any time. So if it was subpar, and you say, hey, I expected more, expected better, say, yes, girl, that wasn't my best. Right?
Right.
But that is me being secure and knowing, well, hey, that's true. Many men could be crushed if it's put over in a way like that, you real boring, or I didn't enjoy any part of it. What would be more crushing if those are parting words? But I believe men would accept if women say, "Hey, it's not." Pardon. What's it, brother? I wanna like. Yeah, good afternoon.
He's on the
Yeah,
live. Go, he's on the
one of
live.
my,
What you
one of
want?
my,
Him being busy.
my son just came home.
Hi, son.
My
Hi.
teenager, my
Hi.
teenager just came.
Hi,
Okay.
son.
Yeah, you can't be a part of this conversation. You're too
Conversation.
young.
You're too young.
Yeah.
Go read the school book.
I think most men would accept if you say just like how you said it. You said it's boring, right?
Mm.
It would be harsh. I know that, and I'm thinking when it comes to sex, men have a certain masculine frame attached around it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you put them down on that
Yeah.
level, it's a real put down for a man if a woman should say that. But if it's factual, then you got to deal with it, right? Perhaps if she
Mm-hmm.
says, in order for it to not become boring, I have a few suggestions.
Yeah, yeah.
And if she's willing to stay with him and she know that there's a few things that she could do, could spice it up, and she's going to do that, I think the majority of men wouldn't say no if my my woman suggests that here we're gonna add some music, we're gonna add a
Okay,
little bit
I
of
have a
fruit,
question.
we're
I have
gonna
a
add
question for
something.
that. So say, okay, the woman is Fiona's face already. So say the woman's making suggestions and she's being active with those suggestions, and then she turns into like basically a wildcat. Well, I know you can't answer for all men, but how would that go down for you? Like if the woman was to basically turn real wild, would that be too much? Would you be like, oh, darling, you're doing too much? Like, we need to bring it down just a little? Or would you be cool with going along with the wildcat?
No,
Why did you do
providing
that for?
providing she's not providing she's not doing something that I don't want to do or I don't do,
Yeah,
right? That's a different story. But if she's a wildcat within all that I would do, all that I'm
yeah.
comfortable with, or all that I would actually consent to, then there has never been a man who has left a woman saying that she could sex too good.
Okay.
Never. Have you ever heard that?
Mm-mm. It was just a
Listen,
question because
listen.
like, does it get to a point when a woman can be too much for a man?
Hear me. Women leave men because they can't sex them good enough. A man has never left a woman because her sex was too good.
Mm.
No.
Yeah. Mm.
So wildcat is recommended if you ask me. A wildcat would be recommended. Yeah, recommend the wildcat.
Recommend. Okay, you recommend it. Okay. Now I have to ask that question. Like, is there ever a time when a woman can just be OTT? You know?
Pardon?
No. I was just saying that I needed to ask that question. Like, is there ever a time when a woman can be OTT? You know, but you use the correct term about consent. Like, as long as she's suggesting things that you consent to and that you would want to be done. And I guess that goes both ways with the consent, you know? Because there are some things that I've seen and heard of that, and even from the men, that can be wild. And I'm like, I wouldn't consent to that.
Yes, women
Yeah,
leave
that's
man.
as long as it's something that I would do.
If someone agrees with them, you Malcolm, and said, yes, women leave men when the sex is good. Why would you do that? Sorry.
Why? I don't know about leaving the man when the sex is good.
Why would you leave a man if the sex is good? When the
No, well, you were saying that when the sex is bad,
Yeah,
not when the sex is
because it
good.
broke.
it's
Because
break.
it broke for too long.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She's right. Oh, Mark, sorry. Mark is right.
When the sex is good.
Okay. So
A
there's
man is,
other
but
outstanding factors then. It's not just about the sex, it's about finance,
Yeah.
stability, and all of that.
Mm.
how many times? No, women is leaving men when they're too good for them too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
of course.
How many men have ever
Mm.
done that? How many men you know have ever left a woman because she's too good for him?
Mm.
That don't happen. You don't hear of that happen.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. Mark said if it is a married man and she's a side chick.
Side chick. Okay.
No, we're talking
Yeah.
about the dynamic. Talking if they're together,
Women.
alone, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Oh.
what is it? How would you approach tell? Would you want to even work with a guy to improve his ability to 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 please you sexually? And
Um,
what is pleasing you sexually? Because the majority of men in the majority of cases, we never say that she ain't please me. We still push ourselves to please ourselves.
mm.
Who lazy?
Mm.
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 If you can do this act and I can do this act, but in the majority of cases, me alone accomplish it, is me being greedy or you not being able to get your rocks off?
Mm. Well, I'd say
Ah.
to answer your first question, in terms of would I work with a man to so that he's pleasing me?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I would have said no, because I did have a moment of just saying get off, and that was it. But now I would work with it. I would work because then,
You told somebody get off?
yeah,
We were young. We were young in my younger
yeah,
days. Younger days when you don't know no better.
yeah.
Yeah. Get off then.
You're
Just
just
get off.
buffering. Yeah,
Get off. Just
Malcolm, you're buffering. Are you there? Or are you just staring at me?
he's back at me.
I can't believe I just said get off.
I think we both did that. Yeah, we both. Yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah, you have as well. Yeah.
I've done that too. Way back in my younger
Yeah.
days, I just told him to get off me. Is that it? To get off. But now, like Naomi said, I've matured. No, I know that wasn't the right
Mm,
thing. That wasn't the right thing to do.
mm. And I have a understanding now that it's not just about what the man can or will do for me, it's me knowing my body too. Do you know what I mean? So certain things that I need to, or yeah, I need to be willing to do for myself to be more in tune with my body for me to get off. So it's not all dependent on the man.
So what are you doing for yourself? What? Say again.
Certain things,
So what you're saying there is you will work
it's
on
me
yourself before the
no,
man works
no,
on
I mean
you. Is
like
that what you're saying?
being more in tune with my body
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, being more in tune with my body for me to feel pleasure on a higher level. Do you know what I mean? Then we spoke about that in a couple other lives, and then there was a woman, and again, and I can remember I saw a post, and there was a woman that she tagged me, and we was talking about Kegel. So there's certain exercises that as women we can
Right,
do.
okay, then now I
You know what I mean?
understand.
To work
Right,
the
okay.
lower area and knowing
Mm-hmm.
that we can do things with our vagina to help us to get off. So it's not all just dependent on the man to being like, oh, he's big or he's too small or whatever. It's just like, okay, are we in tune with ourselves, with our
Okay.
bodies? Yes.
Okay, I just did want you to clarify that because it was a bit unclear.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I don't
What
know where
about you?
your brain was going when I said doing
Yeah, I'm
things
like,
for
huh?
Would you work
myself.
with a man? Would you work with a
Pardon?
man?
Would I work with a man? What do you mean?
No, not you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh,
Say
me,
again.
oh, about me, oh, yes. Like I said, way back, I was like very harsh, and I'd be like, get off. No, get off me. Is that it? Get off. And then I'd roll over and go to sleep. That is what I would do. But as you get older, you develop, you
How did the
mature.
person react to that?
I don't know. I wasn't interested at the time. That's how harsh I
You
was.
know
I
that's
wasn't
very harsh,
interested then.
right?
I
You know
know.
that's very harsh, right?
I know now.
Yeah,
At the time, at that time,
that's
at
terrible.
that particular time, I did not care. I'm just saying it like it is. I didn't care at that time. Didn't care. But now, the
Yes,
person I
you
am
know,
now, I'm matured. I'm now a woman of better knowledge. I know that is not the way. That is not the way to do it at all.
Like
If
what?
so let me ask you this.
if I'm not happy with something, just say, you know what, do it a different way, or that hurts, or no, start, or please do. Yeah, I will work with it,
Mm-hmm.
or make suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would
So let me
that isn't
ask.
something I would do again. I wouldn't. That is not
Like I said,
something
you
I
know,
would do again. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't say those words again. It's not. It's not.
Me
It's
how
not
neither.
much?
nice,
How
Naomi.
much?
It's not
Let me
nice.
ask you this: for a good sexual experience, 2 questions. Out of 100, how much you have to get out of 100 to have an acceptable and a good sexual experience?
Out of 100.
No.
Has to be able.
You said 100. Okay. What would you say?
No. I didn't say 100. I just repeated
How
what you
much?
just said. Um.
Well, there has to be over 50%.
You know when you mix Yardi with the British English, what happens? You get an accent that you can't understand what she's even saying.
You have to keep up.
Right? Good. So out of 100, how much does the reading on the intercourse has to meet for it to be good?
I'm gonna say 70.
Good. What about you?
Maybe 60. I was gonna say
100.
80, but maybe
100.
100. You have to be blood clot at 100. Mister, not less than 100. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Joke me on back. It's like I'm joking, mate.
Tell me how much.
I would
70.
say. Did you say 30? What?
No, I said 70. About 30. Are you mad? About 30. Mm-mm.
For it to be good, I would say probably around 60 for it to be good.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I lost connection.
Okay. It has to be over 50, so I'll say about 60. Donna Gordon says 50-50. Yes, you need to put in the same aspect.
No. I just want to answer that first. How much
For
out
me,
of
I would say
100?
it has
60?
to be about 60 for it to be good. For it to be good, it has to be about 60%. That's for it just to be good.
60, right?
60%
Yeah.
for it to be good.
70.
If you want
60%.
exceptional, We both have to work.
Hold on, no, hold. We can talk about exceptional.
I'm getting hot. Let's
We
take
can
off.
talk about exceptional.
Take off the blanket. Oh.
We can talk about exceptional because I'm certain if I ask the question, the best you've ever had, what was wrong with it? You'll still find something wrong with it. What it could have been and what it should have been.
Ah,
Yes, you
There
will.
you
okay.
are.
Got you. So hold on now.
The
You
best
say
I've
60,
ever
right?
had.
I
Yeah,
What
it's
said
would,
pretty good.
70.
hold on, this is another
I
question.
said 60.
Just,
Yeah, I said 60.
we'll deal with
I'm
that
trying to think
shortly.
of the best I've ever
60,
had. I'm not good at 60.
1 second.
I said 60.
60 and 70, right? If you divide 60 in half,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
get 30, right? Don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Do you put in 30% work?
Oh, yeah, sometimes I'm putting in more than 30%. I'm going at it hard. Oh, it's buffering. Oh,
Hello, Malcolm.
Malcolm! Oh, don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. I'm begging you. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. So
Oh,
your question.
Okay, Coco. Yeah,
Okay, so
do
what
you
are you
put in
saying?
30%? Do you put in 30% work?
more than
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much you think he put
Or
in?
sometimes I can be putting in some you know what, there can be times when I'm putting in at 80%. I ain't gonna
Good. You put in
I can be putting
80%.
in
How
at
much he
80
puts in?
I can be putting at 80% when I'm ready.
How much he puts in?
And
How much he puts in?
I'd say the
he
same.
can match that.
What, wait a minute. You asking me or you
The
talking
only
about the
way
man?
you're gonna fall below 60 is if he put in less than 40%.
Mm.
Mm.
If you put in 80 and he puts 40 is 120. The only way you're gonna fall below 60%
Exactly.
is if he put less than 40. Does he put in 40% or more?
Yeah, you could. Well,
More than
Then you
40.
should be getting your rocks off every time.
Not every time. But then that's my body, if that makes sense. If that's my yeah.
No?
well, wait a
No?
minute. Is
No?
that your body or is that your body in your mind? Is your mind telling you not?
No.
Because no. Okay.
No, there's times when it's done that, but then there's other times when it just I can get my rock, but I don't get fully there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't get fully there all the time.
Hmm.
But the
That is
sex is
okay.
still good.
Men,
But the
listen,
sex is still good.
but listen this. Not every ejaculation a man enjoys the same.
Mm.
Mm.
There's some that are released and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think about
Yeah.
insemination? What do you think about insemination?
What insemination? What?
Insemination is where a man can have sex, but he doesn't ejaculate. So there's no
Oh, no,
release.
when he holds
Where
it.
he will still orgasm, but he doesn't
But he
ejaculate.
holds it.
Yeah. And I've seen quite a few guys talk about this on social media where they're practicing insemination. And it's about them holding and still keeping their sexual energy. So it's not always them releasing.
Oops.
Lots of different things happening. Lots of different things happening. I really don't know. Like, okay. In my honest estimation, how many women truly know how to please the man in bed?
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. Very
Mm.
little. We probably think we know. We probably don't really know.
Mm.
We don't ask.
Because even if you lay down as a piece of log, a man is still gonna finish.
Mm.
Mm.
There I see, more men have to deal with women who just lay down
Mm,
than women have to deal with men who are not at least trying to do it right.
yeah, that's actually true. Because I can remember a
Mm.
friend back in the day, and he had the biggest complaint and was just like, she just laid there like a fish.
But you see the problem is the difference
Wow.
with men and women is that women would complain about her husband being that log. A
Yeah.
man wouldn't really with his wife because we understand
Mhm.
if we do, we would put her, we'd lift up that log and change the direction and show that they could do more than just lie there. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Instead of complaining about it not moving.
right. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
always
true.
we'll always give that woman that opportunity to at least try.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. And I guess like the difference, you know what? I just thought of how if even though I don't know the percentage of women that have complained saying that the sex has been dry and boring, but how many of those women have been the ones just to lay there and do
Like a
nothing?
fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Like women that they see that in the bedroom the
Exactly.
man has to do all of the work and not seeing that they have to put in work as well,
Mm.
you know? So yeah, that would be interesting to know. Like, what are
So
you actually doing? Are you
if you
moving or are you just
let me
laying and
ask you something.
breathing?
If you really want to have an orgasm, you can, right?
I guess I'm gonna say I've had orgasms, but not penetrative.
I didn't hear you. If you really
Orgasm.
want to have a, if you,
I've had.
as a
Oh,
woman,
go on.
if you really want to have an orgasm, can you?
Oh, not every woman
Not, no,
can.
Yeah. Yes. Yes and
sorry,
no.
during sex.
Yeah.
If
During
you really want to have,
pers-
can you?
person personally, myself, I've never experienced an orgasm through penetration. Clitoral, yes. Penetration, no. So the penetration, I look forward to experiencing that. But I feel like there's things that I need to do also to be more in tune with myself for me to reach that. Because there is like a mental block sometimes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Have you ever tried telling yourself it is going to happen
Mm.
like this at this moment?
I've never actually.
Let yourself be free. Don't think about it.
Mm.
You're probably thinking about it too much. Oh my goodness, I'm
Too
not gonna.
much.
Don't think about it. Just
No. You see,
Mm.
be.
that's the difference with men and women.
Don't think about
Men,
it.
listen, listen. When men, when men are in the act, we don't think about it
Yeah. Yeah,
if
that's
we
a big
want
difference
to
between men and
continue
women.
going.
Mm.
So, so when a man is in the act, the more he thinks about the act that is happening, is the faster he's gonna finish.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've heard that.
Mm.
So I wouldn't
Mm.
ask her now as a woman. I think I don't know how it goes for women. I think you should um, think about it a little more, or you should not think about it. But for a man, I know, and men would agree. In your training, in your young days when you're coming up, when you're learning, you're maturing, you're having more experience with women, girls. As a young boy, uh, what you learn is that if I can take my mind off of the present, right? If I take my mind off of the present, I am able to go much longer.
Mm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be all up in there, but I am at the recital and I'm talking A B C D E F G, and I'm playing video games by myself. I'm doing things
You're
alone.
thinking all of these things.
I'm in the no. I'm in the kitchen cooking a meal for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen cooking a meal for myself. I'm scrolling the internet. I'm announcing at my radio show. Good morning,
Mm-hmm.
ladies.
Okay.
Right? If I only start thinking, hey, I even have to resist the urge of. I don't have to, but if I want to prolong it, I have to resist the urge of acknowledging the niceness of it.
So then,
You understand what I'm saying?
so if you're doing that, are you really enjoying it? If you have to take yourself mentally away from enjoying it?
No, it's not. Look, tell me what would you like? The best cake in the world, right? The best of what you have, right? The best tasting cake. Would you like to have a small piece of it like this only, or you'd like to have a good piece of cake? It is only 95% as good. I'm gonna take the piece of cake that's 95%. I'm not gonna take the small piece of. So when I immerse myself fully into it, you're not going to enjoy it. That is when I have to turn and tell you, girl, this thing's so nice, you make a finish fast. So when I'm saying 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. You understand what I'm saying, right? So when I'm saying that now, I'm then this is a deep conversation. This is a deep conversation, you know. So listen to this. What happens is, as you mature and you experience, you learn. I don't have to finish to have that feeling of finishing.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
There is a perpetual feeling of almost done but not even started yet, if you understand what I mean. There is a continuous, it's like a continuous orgasmic presence without a climax.
Okay.
It's like you're within, you're going from 75% niceness to 95% niceness. If I cross and go to 96%, then I'll trigger and go to 100. So at any moment, when you have your nice time and you say yes, it's okay, then I just release the trap and that's it. But it comes from experience and all of that. It's like you build up to this level, but you maintain it at that level. It may drop sometimes when you change around or move differently or whatever. It may drop sometimes, but you build up to this level and you maintain a peak just below the threshold of you going over the limit. And that is what I had to learn as a young man.
Okay, so what you're saying there, what you're saying there, because I've heard this on, I think a comedian say this, is that a man as they get older, they know their strokes. In other words, they know how many strokes they need to do. Is that right? Okay. Because I've heard that said.
You understand yourself much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a young man, a big man told me, "Say, youth man, I would take away your girl easy," and I laughed. You know, I say the amount of energy I have, you wouldn't compare. But at this age, my 23-year-old self, 25, even my 30-year-old self, I would take away his girlfriend from myself at this age.
Is oh,
Is it
is it? Oh,
okay?
oh.
Mm.
No, from myself, I'm speaking about, right? Myself.
Uh-huh.
Because I have a much better understanding of who I am, how I go about,
Mhm.
how to trigger, how to control yourself. These are things that people
Mhm.
people these are this knowledge is not, it is not readily available. Um so young men come and ask you, is most times is hit and miss, trial and error. And if you have an understanding partner, most times it happens that your partner is just as inexperienced as you are. So
Mm.
she or he doesn't know, well, you weren't really doing it how you're supposed to be doing it, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can learn from such a situation, but men typically don't tell men, like there's simple things you can do, like when you realize you're hitting that spot where you can't control it anymore, you just have to stop and withdraw.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah, yeah.
but 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 hear me now. Your mind could trigger you as well when you do that.
Mm.
Just looking at her and the thought of what is in front of you could throw
Mm.
you over the edge, right?
Mm.
So
Okay.
even when you withdraw, you have to one Mississippi, two Mississippi, it up a little. No. You have
Oh
you
dear.
guys really don't understand. You guys really don't
You man have to
understand
go through a lot, innit? You guys
how
are going through a lot
how
there.
listen this. You really don't understand how great Patrick Cake this feeling. Oh, you missed that.
Mm.
You guys don't understand how great Panani is feeling.
Right.
Ah! Banana good,
We have an
banana good, banana good.
listen this. We good. We have an external instrument that is then placed internally.
Internally. In the
Do you understand what it
internal.
does, that man?
Inside.
So you
Panani good,
understand what it does,
panani good,
man?
panani good,
So
oi.
let me,
Panani good, panani good, panani good.
if a young man comes to me and say, well, here what happened. I'm like you finishing prematurely and all of that. I don't know what's premature. The only premature is before you enter. Anything after you enter is not premature. Blame it on the panani. You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why?
Okay.
Here why you blame it on the panani. Some people would admit that some of the nicest encounters would have been what we call quickies,
Okay.
Okay. Why?
right? Because the build up to it, right?
Okay.
Mm.
You're going somewhere with your partner. You're driving, perhaps, teasing each other and stuff like that, and then suddenly you just make a stop in some corner somewhere and say, "Hey, come," and that's it, right? Because the energy and the tension that has been built up there, and it could last 5 seconds, it could last 10 seconds, it could last a minute,
Mm.
and you'd be surprised to see how far you along. You probably finish in that time as well,
Mm.
So people enjoy that. But then when you're expecting it much longer, and that is what happens, then it's a problem. So you blame it on the goodness of what you encountered, right?
But
So
sometimes they would say there's not always
how
a
many
because
men tell
you said
young men?
mm.
How many men would tell a young man, "Here, what you do"? Like I said, when you feel like though you're going over the edge, you withdraw and you relax. Then you may continue. Even if when you go to continue, 10 seconds after you feel as though it's thing, you stop. But you have to have a partner who is willing and everything. But trust me, a couple of times and you'll get exactly what is happening. So
Mm.
you ensure you don't take yourself beyond the point of no return, or else you're not going to be able to return. Right? Mind you, when you're young, mind you, when you're 20, 21, 22, 25, this is not a problem because you can put one and continue without
Mm,
even without that being a problem, right?
Mm.
mm,
You can go two and continue on. So not many people won't tell a young man to relax, take it easy, calm down, make sure you're not too excited, you know, um, and just keep preventing yourself, stopping yourself. Like
mhm.
when women, like you talk about Kegels, when I
Mm.
heard reading up,
Yeah,
you know, one of the ways is some way the to be able to hold your urine
Yeah.
and release a
yeah, yeah.
little and stop
Yeah.
and
Squeeze,
stuff like
release.
that.
Mm,
Squeeze, release.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that allows you to be able to build up those muscles and have
Yeah.
them do magic for you. Um, no,
Yes.
seriously, a
Mm.
Panani in
It's
control
magical.
with Kegel.
Better get practicing my Kegel. Let me get practicing my Kegel. From today, I'm gonna start practicing my Kegels more. Kegels, Kegels.
squeeze, release. Squeeze,
Squeeze,
release.
release.
Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release.
Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze.
I
Squeeze,
tell you, the
squeeze,
first
squeeze,
as a
release.
man, you know, lots of young women y'all don't share these secrets. As a man, the first time you encounter Kegel,
Mm.
it's over. If you know, it's over. The first look, the first that's not hold, just the first. Hey, look at this. Wow, you have no idea what happens.
We don't, honestly, we don't, we don't, we don't, we
Yo,
don't.
yo,
I
yo.
think
For you, I'm saying
I
for
do
you,
and don't.
for
I
you,
do and
but
don't.
you don't have no idea how a man feels for that moment.
Mm-mm.
If women knew, if women knew, 99% of them would have been doing it.
Yeah.
Mm,
If women understand how when you have such a feeling, you know, and then some women have the ability to grip and hold
mm,
Yeah.
for an
Hold it tight.
extended period. So this is basically where you're having access to, which is nothing,
mm.
right? And that is make man give up the house and land and car and get married and turn over the bank account and stuff like that.
Whoa! Giggles.
But
All
but
about
but but
giggles.
but look, something that is not as widespread as you may think it is.
Mm,
Lots of women don't know about that.
mm,
Mm.
mm,
Women won't even understand what you're saying when you talk about that.
mm,
Women, we need to know more about that. We need to
mm.
be doing it
I think
more.
as women, when it comes to talking about sex, like from a young age, not no, wait a minute. It's not encouraged. It's
Jump
more like we talk
overboard as well.
away
What does that mean?
from her.
If someone's put jump overboard.
I don't get that.
I don't know what that means.
But
Jump
yeah,
overboard.
like
Jump overboard mean do anything for you. Like run it,
Oh,
like catch
okay.
a grenade for you.
what a
Oh,
man.
yes. If the pom pom's good, yeah, yes.
Ah, okay.
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 Yeah, so women
But
don't
yeah,
already
it's
know.
women, we're more, it's like we're going back to what I was saying earlier, it's like being shamed to talk about sex and to learn about it and not being shamed for speaking about what you desire,
Yeah, man.
you know
What
what
you
I mean,
like.
or what's going to grant you pleasure, you know, or what is actual sex, you know, because like sex education at school was shit. It was absolutely
It
shit.
was
It
a
did
video.
not
It
teach
was a
me anything about
video.
sex. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so
true,
shit,
true. They don't teach you any.
you know.
They
So
even
Yeah.
they used to be
they,
afraid to
they
even tell you about the period and what's
yeah,
happening.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know. So, but then with that sexual education, they should go deeper into talking about connection and, do you know what I mean? And
They do.
even, pardon?
Yeah, but they don't.
They had
Yeah, there's
the
so many different
period was so
topics
taboo.
that can be spoken about when speaking about sex. But as a young girl, you know, or as a young, not even young girl, young woman, it's more, it's like the power is being taken away from us because we're being shamed to enjoy sex. And then we're met with shows like Sex in the City when the women are sexually
Positive.
liberated, and you've
How
got
was it?
Samantha who's going with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Do you know what I
Oh, good.
mean?
But then would you say that, like we mentioned before, is that just within, is that within our
That,
community or all women?
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
More
That's
within our community, but then to a percentage, all women as well,
Mm.
but more in our community.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That's
would
true.
say
That's
within
true.
our community we shouldn't away, because remember that event we went to, Naomi, and you had no, I know, I didn't think you weren't able to make it. And it was people, it was
Okay,
black
time back.
people that were actually in the erotic industry speaking,
Yeah.
and they were literally
Oh,
saying
yeah, I didn't go
when it
to that
comes to
one.
erotic as black people, we shouldn't away from it. We don't speak about it. We don't speak about
Hmm.
orgasm. It's like it's a dirty word.
Yeah.
We don't speak about these things. And I think we should speak about them more openly, because then we're learning
But
from
look,
each other.
we may,
Mm.
but we sexing a lot though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of
We're
sex,
sexing
but
a
no one's
lot, but then is
talking
it good
about
sex
it.
that we're
It's,
having? Are we just sexing? Is it good sex we're having? We're just
yeah,
sexing, just the sexing.
yeah. It's all being done in secret.
Mm.
Yeah,
All
that's
being
a
done
big
in
problem.
secret.
We're not giving people the tools to be able to actually uh help themselves properly. We're
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're
exactly.
what we're doing is ensuring that they have just enough knowledge to not be a fool, but
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
but still limited in the things that they could do to really help themselves, because they're really against it.
Yeah.
If we look at we like to deflect as a community and a people. We like to deflect to there's always an excuse for everything. It's like the glass is always half empty, you know,
Mm.
instead of half full. So I find
Mm.
that if we share the knowledge, things could be different. But it's very difficult because the role models telling them something real terrible. So
Mm.
it's is is very hard. Like women got 10 children and never had orgasm.
Mm.
Seriously, you know that, right?
Mm.
Yeah. They say how much percent? 40% of women alone have had orgasms.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a common thing to hear that a woman has never had an orgasm.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, very common.
It is.
But you know what I found? You know what I found? I
Good
believe.
pom pom.
Hear this.
So
Yeah. Not that, not that. Hear what I found. Hear what I found. I found that even if there's some people from interacting that even if they're a woman in mid climax, they still enjoy the act very much so.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's like they probably go to a peak, but the little bit
Yeah.
extra to go over doesn't
Mm.
Yeah.
happen. So I, I believe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the first to be honest. Not every woman that I've encountered I was able to, or let me rephrase it. Not every woman I've encountered was able to help herself have an orgasm. I stopped taking blame for that long ago. But I said that to say this. But from interacting and finding out and saying, look, what is it that is happening? Why didn't you? Have you ever? Oh no, you've never. Why so? Why so? I'm trying to work out how it is, because I'm with somebody, you really want them to have that experience too, you know. And I believe as a person, I don't know about women, because at the end of the day, how would you feel? How you just feel when you have relations with someone, but you're not able to make them finish?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't. I
I wouldn't
know.
like that.
I don't like
Yeah.
it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
is it not finished?
Yeah.
Oh,
How does it make you feel? As
yeah.
though
I'm like, what have I
you're
not done? What have
incomplete
I
the
not
job.
done right? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Right? So think about a man that is a
Yeah.
highly sexual
Of
creature.
course.
But you know what I'll say
I
to that
feel
is I've experienced the guy that is so focused on making sure that I come that he won't shut the fuck up, and he'll just be like, have you come yet? Have you come yet? Are you gonna come? And I'm just like, when, like, that's putting me off. Like, shut the fuck up, because that's putting me off, and that's totally fucking up the program. Like, if you keep on focusing on that and that's what you're talking about, then I'm definitely going to go the opposite way. And it was so, and I was just like, what has got into your head? Why would you say that? It was like so much peer pressure. And I was like, no, I'm turned off. I'm drying up. Like, like, are you gonna come yet? You're gonna come? Are you ready? Are you? And it was just like, no, because you need to shut the fuck up.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Wow.
Oh,
You said,
yeah.
I guess, like, if a woman, one or two questions are not one or two, appropriate and at the right time questions are not wrong about it.
So that again.
Asking a few questions I don't think is wrong, but it's the appropriate question at the right time that you ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've got,
it's like
yeah.
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with checking in and, you know, making sure that I'm enjoying myself, that this feels good. When I do this, does that feel good? But when it's the pressure, and I think, oh yeah, because GC says here, because he is ready to come. Yeah, most likely. But it's just like, okay, then,
You
well, like you were saying earlier, Malcolm, like hold back, pull out, and let's take a breather instead of going, are you going to come? Are you ready to come yet? Because
this week.
it was just
The
like, I'm going
If
to
you only
fly
say
kick
yes,
you in the head.
if you only say yes, it's like boom, immediately he's done.
Yeah, no, because the thing is, I've never been a woman to fake an orgasm. I'll enjoy myself and I'll show that I'm enjoying myself, but I've never faked an orgasm. So if that's what the guy was wanting me to do, it was just never gonna happen.
Well, he's not going to want you to fake it, is he? Because that's not going to be, that's going to, it's not going to want you to fake
Trying
it.
to rush me to say yes. It's like he
Marcus
wanted.
said, when a man knows that his woman's come is the hardest time for him.
When his woman has come.
I think you mean happiest, probably happiest.
Oh, right, okay. So when the man knows that the woman has climaxed, he feels good.
Yeah. It's like when a
Oh
man
yeah, you feel like
sees
a
and
king.
knows
You
that
feel
you're
on top of
enjoying
the world.
yourself, he feels good.
Yeah, of course.
But he also
Okay.
says here, a lot of women fake it. Yes, a
Yeah,
lot of
they
women
do.
do
I
fake
do.
it. And I vowed never to fake an orgasm. That's one, I was like, nope, not going to do that. Nope. think the closest I got to faking an orgasm was faking that I was enjoying it. I was like making noises and pretending like I was enjoying it when I really wasn't.
So
That's
that's
the
enough.
You know, men
You're
fake
still
too, right?
faking then. But then you're still making the man feel he's doing a good job in it. Still
I
faking,
know.
son.
So yeah,
Men
so
fake
that's
as
why I
well.
just
Yeah.
said that's the closest that I've got to faking an orgasm. But I did that once. I never did it again.
Mm.
Because I was just like, so then you're gonna want to do this again.
Lots of men fake too, you know that, right?
Pardon?
You know men fake too, right?
Yeah. I've been speaking about this with a
Mm.
couple guys like in the last few years, and that was very interesting to know that.
You need a guy, man.
I need a guy needs one.
When you
Okay. Where did they? Where did they?
Where them
Where are
there? Where
they?
them there? Where them
Yeah.
there?
Where are they? Send a DM. Send a DM.
Tell them to come on through.
I know. Send a
We're doing our
love letter
Kegels.
through the DM.
We're doing our Kegels. We're doing our Kegels. We're going to do.
Yeah. Kigo is 1 point.
GT says it's hard on him. It's hard on him, especially when you have to finger you in
Finger
order for you
you
to
in
go.
order for you to come.
Man's just gotta put
guys,
the work in sometimes.
Yeah. If the
you
man,
serious?
well, if you've come before the woman's come, you still got to continue to pleasure her, no?
Yeah. If you wanted to
Just because
please her,
you've
then
come, it's
continue.
not roll
Then
over, go to
continue.
sleep. It's continue. If you really want to please her and you really wanted to come, then you have to
If
continue
if
doing
Yeah.
something.
listen, if women know so much about sex and men don't, why they can't come quick like men?
Our bodies are wired differently, aren't they?
Yeah, we are
If
wired
men know if
different.
okay.
Don't give us that face.
Okay. So how you come fast to the rose?
The rose, what? I've seen that. What I've seen it. I don't like the way it looks.
I'm
Have
not
you seen it, Amy?
interested
The
in
rose,
those.
that new toy
Yeah,
thing. It looks weird. I'm like,
It looks
no.
like it's gonna disfigure you, honey. The looks, the
Yeah,
aesthetics of it,
it doesn't look. It doesn't look
it gonna make it
right.
look. It gonna look by the
Yeah.
time that done
I'm,
suction you out, it gonna make it look terrible. You gotta get we gonna
mm,
call it vaginal plasticity
Yeah.
it's like makeup for your vagina. You understand?
Yeah.
They go and
Yeah.
mm,
they
The
peel
rose
back
doesn't
on
look
it.
right.
The
I'm
rose
not.
look like it sucked the living
Yeah.
daylight out of you.
Mm-mm.
I don't like the look of it.
Personally, I'm not. Yeah, I know quite a few women that are, but I've never really been a big one for getting all of the toys and gadgets. So there, that rose, it doesn't interest me in the slightest. I've seen adverts for it when the women are going on about.
But
Yeah,
you
it
owe
just
it
the
to
thing
yourself
looks weird. It just looks weird. No, just get a normal
Yeah,
vibrator because that just looks weird. I just don't.
yeah, yeah.
Let me
These
ask you
gadgets.
something.
Yes,
Let me
go
ask you
ahead.
something.
Oops, yes.
Would you be okay with your man having a fake vagina?
Yeah,
hmm
I have a vibrator, so yeah.
Yeah,
That he would.
It looks weird. I know it
Every
looks weird.
yeah. It looked.
You'd be okay
It
with
would
that?
look really weird,
Every
but
every time he
Mm.
feels every time he feels horny, he goes and he fuck the fake vagina. Do you want you'd
Every
okay with that?
time. Yeah,
not
women that do
every
it every
time.
time.
No,
Not every
no.
time. Every time,
That's
like
two
it's women that
different
use it every.
questions.
Yeah,
That's two
not every
different
time.
questions. I wouldn't mind him having one, but if it was every time, then yes,
Every
I would
time.
mind.
There's something wrong there, sir. Like women
Yeah,
that use the toy every time,
I
there's an
know.
issue right
That's
there.
just
I
like
have
asking a
one.
man.
I
Would
have
you
and I
be
don't use
okay
it every
with your
time.
woman using her dildo every time she felt horny?
And what's
That's
Mark
gonna be a
said? Mark has just said, with this man shortage, you want toys. Well, something we see because the man's shortage, you haven't got the man. The man is with someone
That's why
else,
they
so you
gotta
need
get
the
toys.
toy. That's why we have the
That is why you
toys.
need toys. Yeah, that's true.
That's why we have the toys
Yeah.
for the
Women
shortage of the man.
instead of women
That,
coming together and say, here what happened. It's too many of us and there's only so many men to go around. Because women don't choose in 80% of men.
yeah.
Let's share. But women they won't come to the agreement that they gotta share because the numbers just ain't add up. Listen, if what
Don't like
what Jesus had to do
sharing.
when he had five bread and 2 fish,
Yeah, that's food.
right? He had to share it around, right? He
Yeah, that's
share it
food.
around.
That's food.
Make
That's
sure
food.
everybody okay. So listen. Women
Yeah, we're
always look
listening.
out for other women, right? Women always look out for other women, right?
Yeah, it's very discouraging.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would you want a fellow female to not have access?
Fellow female.
Listen, and it's not like
Chat, you can never
they're
worry
not
about sharing
trying.
the pom
Share
pom.
the
St-
pom-pom.
statistically, if women women know good mathematics when they go shopping, they know good
Mm.
mathematics when they counting up money, they know good mathematics for how much money the man making, they know good mathematics for run through and do all these things. The only mathematics they may understand is that if you got 10 women to 1 man, the best thing is to share a man. The maths they may learn yet.
Right, okay, so question to that, right? So the question isn't just directed to the woman, it needs to be directed to the man, because what a lot of man them do, instead of saying I'm polyamorous or whatever, they will make out that, you know, they're just devoted to one woman, and then they're going sharing the Disney everywhere. Instead of letting the woman know that I am not monogamous. You know, I'm not the monogamous type. So then give the woman a choice to say, yeah, I'm okay with that. But when you're making out that you're just
That
devoted to
you're
me, and then you want to switch when I'm switching because you flipped on the agreement. We had an agreement, we had a conversation to say it's just me and you. So if it's just me and you, why are you sharing the Disney? You don't go and do that.
And when should this man tell you that he want to have another woman?
He should let that be known from the beginning, or from the beginning of whenever he has that feeling.
Yeah.
If that is truly, don't give me that
You want to
face.
know why? Because there are some
Yeah, if
women, there
that
are
is
some women that are okay
truly,
with that.
yeah,
There are
if
women
that
that are
is
okay with that.
truly your truth, then that conversation needs to happen straight
have.
away. Don't be like,
Why?
oh, but if I say that from
Why?
the beginning, then I'm not going to get what it is that I want. Because there are some women, and I've known some women to be cool with that. To be cool, because you know what? You're giving the woman a choice. But when that choice is taken away, of course
So
the woman's going to be vexed.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough what you say. How many women, what percentage of women will accept such a choice?
I don't know the percentage, but I do know
But
of women
How
that
much
have
you
but
think?
I know
accepted
there
it.
are some that would accept it. But however, give that woman the
Okay,
choice.
it's less.
Do
Look,
not.
listen. Women know men
Mm-hmm.
short, and women only go for a certain percentage of men. So make it
Yeah.
even shorter, and yet still women want a man for the self alone. So you tell me how
Yes,
successful a man is
because
going
I'm
to be.
selfish.
No, let me finish. Let me finish, please.
I'm not
How
selfish. I'm
successful am I
selfish.
going to be? Listen. You want to cut my odds by 100, leave me with 100 of my odds.
I
That's what you
want
want me
to
to do.
cut your odds.
Men
But make
refuse.
your heart.
No. Anytime a man walk up and do like you say, he got to say that after he get the pom pom. After he get the panani, then he can tell you, don't come and tell me, but tell you before, because he ain't got no panani forget. Men would be so unsuccessful You understand? If men follow those rules that you're talking about, I cannot follow a rule that says, hey, come tell me that you want to be dangling your body out there with other people. Y'all don't think so? No. But the thing is, a woman could tell a man, if I can be with you, I can look for have another man still. And a man would agree to that in a majority of the cases. But we can't do that. It's taken
Right,
us
so
generations and all them things to understand what is happening.
yes, it's
You
being
think a man now
but
is
why do
gonna
you want to know if
actually
it's
turn
being
around and say,
recorded?
hey,
Like,
pardon?
right, hang on. Someone, Mark, what is Mark? Mark says, and are you comfortable with your man with another woman? No, I'm not.
No, I'm not sharing.
As a woman, I'm not comfortable knowing that my man is sleeping. I'm not comfortable with that. No,
No, no,
Why not?
I don't share.
because I want it all to myself.
Yeah, I
You
don't
want a
share.
whole
And you know
listen,
what? The other thing is, well,
Yes, I
right?
want
Okay,
listen,
the
because
whole
listen.
this is the
package.
thing.
The
You
One
dick,
want
of my
a
the
exes.
whole
emotion.
man
No,
to
no, no.
yourself.
Right, right. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Okay, right. One of my exes, and I found out he was cheating on me. You know how many times I had to pull that man up in the bedroom or that I wasn't getting it enough myself? So I'm like, how can you be going sharing something when you're not completing over here?
Okay, listen,
You don't
listen,
it like
or listen.
if you was completing the mission over here. Not saying I'd be cool with it, but I would be happier because I'm complete and I'm full
No,
You
pleasured.
can
listen,
say
But
listen,
when
that.
you're not
listen,
completing
listen.
the mission and then you're going over there, like you've got
No,
all that
Nikki.
energy, you're taking back that energy you need to be using all on me. You don't go and share that energy when you can't even complete. So no, I was not happy
So
with that.
listen, I'm asking you, was this the same guy that you told he didn't make it in bed is boring and he lacks?
No,
Yes,
no, I didn't actually say this to
yes.
him, no.
Is
But
did you in any
I did request of certain things, yes. But this was not the one
so
that I
all he
told him
did,
to get
he
off.
went somewhere else that pressure wasn't being laid upon him. You talking it nice now. I know you very vocal and vociferous. You had to get the man it properly. You probably tell the man, hey, let me tell you something. Yo, wagwan, wagwan, you want wagwan? Here, wagwan. You understand?
Right,
You proper
GT
give it
just
in.
said, GT said, because something was missing, that's why he run.
I tell
Mm.
you, blouse and skirts. Yes.
See, that's the
Tell
thing
you,
though.
that is what happened.
If the man is with somebody as a man and the sex you're getting from this woman isn't good, are you quicker to go and find what you're not getting from that person from somebody else rather than work on the sex with that person?
Yeah.
All right, let me be honest with you.
Yes, that's what, yes,
As
it
a
is. It's
man,
all about
Yeah.
honesty.
listen.
Space
As
of
a man,
honesty,
if
please
you
and thanks.
um, I think, I honestly think that if a man knows himself, it doesn't take much for him to start working with a woman so she can better herself as well in bed.
Okay.
Simple request and start working at it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if a man is not getting, remember at the end of the day, 99% of the times a man finishes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Even even if it's a pipe is a piece of plastic pipe, he's still gonna finish. You understand? So to that end, it's still like if he gets some sort of enjoyment out of it. You understand?
Mm.
So that's where the difference comes in, because he's still getting something. So many men stick around. Like I told you, many men stick around, and if you ask men, men face more women laying down and doing nothing than women face men not trying to do something in bed. So that's what I feel
Mm.
in
Okay.
in society. Whereby I'm certain, like my good friend would have told the man, XYZ, and so instead of him now approaching it to fix it, he probably felt less of himself, or he's probably embarrassed by it. You understand?
Mm.
And you know, women like to say that they got men running around. The men that cheat the most are the men that can't even do it properly. It's like the sharing the disability. I've seen that meme moving around.
Mm. Mm. Mark
So
says here, this is what I see. A woman will sex a man and with a next man because of money. Okay.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
women, yeah, they're like women got
yeah,
finance managers and women
yeah,
have romance managers. Eh?
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's been a great convo. It's been a
It
lovely
has.
conversation. Ah, I'm here practicing my Kegel.
I know.
Here
Practice them
practicing
all
my
day,
Kegel.
every day.
Yes, all day, every day. Okay, tight. Purr. Make it tighter.
Eagles is it, girl. You
Seven.
know, men should start requesting though. If you know
What?
to control those Kegels, you ain't good enough for me. Because women see if men can't do it good. If it's soft, if a man isn't maintaining an erection, is a problem. If a woman ain't got the skills of the Kegel to grip and hold, then it's a
Mm.
problem as well.
Mm.
Oh, Mark said, I wish to meet these two women.
Oh, bless.
Oh!
One day, you never know.
Shut one about seagulls. Who said seagulls?
Seagulls.
It's seagulls. I swear you need a slap in your head back. I swear it's a seagull. Who said
Masters,
seagulls?
yeah, no for
It's
them is
seagull.
seagull, you know what I mean?
Oh.
You guys are seagulls.
Right.
DJ Shop D.
Thank you so much, Malcolm, for joining us as we draw this talk
Thank
to a
you.
close.
This has been a well-rounded conversation.
It has. Is there any advice that you would give to a female who is wanting to keep her man happy and entertained in the bedroom area? I know you said
Mm.
Kegels. You said
Yeah,
Kegels is a must.
Kegel. So Kegel is
Kegel.
number one.
Kegel.
And you know what?
Kegel.
I will say from experience, I've definitely see the difference when the man enjoys the Kegel experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a complete different side. But yes, advice, please.
I think
Yes.
you can't, like I said, you can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do, right?
Mm.
But if you as a woman want to do something, me as a man, what I would appreciate,
Tell her
even
to
though
hang
you
on,
know,
hang on. Tell her to bring a friend.
Shaq, you
Shaq.
need to go to bed. Come off the live. About tell her to bring a friend. Go to sleep.
no, those friends don't really work out too nice.
There you go.
Like to bring a
See?
friend, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yes,
We'll
yes,
we'll send you a video of what Kegels are because he was saying seagulls. He thought you said seagulls when he was talking about Kegels. We'll send you a video. We'll DM you a video about what Kegels are, and then you'll be like, oh.
That's what it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you can try the usual spicy things. Plan date
What would
night.
you say is spicy? What's spicy?
Date nights. You gotta be out of the house. Could be at home. 2 candles work beautifully. Turn off the lights, and
Mm-hmm.
you do your stuff.
Get
And
the
if you're
mood.
open to being more adventurous, then let the person know. And even though you're gonna wrap the same panani in gift wrapping in a bow tie over and over every Valentine, every birthday, every friggin' Christmas, and present it like it's some new freaking present. You understand? And that man real
Happy
stupid, you know. Oh,
birthday!
women real
Happy
foolish, you know. The
Christmas!
same, you bring
Happy
in the same,
Easter!
you bring in the same panani where you had 1,000
Thanksgiving!
times for Valentine's this
Yeah,
year,
but it's
and tell me,
different.
Yes!
But it's presented differently, though.
It's
It's
presented
presented.
differently, and there'll be certain things that will could make it feel kind of different too.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
present it differently. It's got a different opening, you know? It's
right.
different.
Yeah, yeah. It opened different. It don't open the
Yeah.
same every time.
Play some Marvin
it
Gaye.
is the
Okay. Play some
same,
Marvin
it is the
Gaye.
same fit like I was last in there.
All they do
Yeah,
is
but
wash
you'll
it.
feel
Yeah,
You see,
of course
Alice,
we
accepted.
your
you see, Alice, me
You'll
talking,
yeah,
feel
Alice,
yeah.
me talking
accepted is your
instead of what
birthday
listeners,
present,
you know.
though, no?
Hang on, here's Mark.
Mhm.
All they do is wash it. Well, of course we wash it because it needs to smell fresh and clean. All
I
we do is wash
know.
it.
I really
Mark, you see when look,
imagine.
Mark, let me tell you something. You see when we meet you, you're gonna get one bloop across your head back. That's what bloop.
Who God bless, no man curses.
And
Long I
and
haven't
and here's
seen or
this,
having that
and
sexy young man. Good night, guys.
here's the
And
beauty of.
DJ
Let me
Chapter
ask you all
says
a question.
same pom pom wrapped differently.
Let me ask you something. When you wrap up the same, I have had 1,000 times pom pom and present it in pink. You know, I mean, you never present it in this shade of pink. I want to like my eyes failing me because you telling me it's a different shade. Like I see this pink already. You present this what I would have had already pom pom in a thing. And what men this do? Men this go like, oh baby, you look great, baby.
Yeah, but
And
then
then you
we
get
could say
attacked, right?
the same thing to you. We could
And
say
here
the
now,
same thing to you. Like you're saying it's the same pom pom, and then we're like, yeah,
It's
but
the
it's the
same
same
difference.
business.
Bloop. Just
Yeah.
how
Like how are you wrapping it different? How are you presenting it different?
you know is the
just
difference?
literally just
Men
pull it out
never
and it's
present.
there.
Listen. Men never present penis as a Valentine gift yet.
I think you should. Even though I don't
I know,
celebrate Valentine's,
I
but
know I don't
present it
celebrate either, but
nicely
yeah,
for
I'd
my
accept
birthday.
it.
No,
For my
men,
birthday.
men,
For my
men are
birthday. For
expected
my
to buy
birthday, you
gifts.
need to be wrapped up
Men,
and I undo the bow. I need to
men,
see a bow and I
men,
untie it for my birthday.
men are
It's the
expected to
bow.
buy gifts. You understand? Men are expected to buy gifts. It's only a woman wrap a used cake in a bow tie and present it, and a man would act as though it's brand new. You understand? And be happy about it, and not expected to question his sanity, knowing that hey, something feels familiar. You understand? It may look, the gift wrapping may look different. The gift wrapping may look strange. It may look even more beautiful, or maybe the best ever gift wrapping you've seen. But it's the same. It's like if I buy you a
Okay.
cutting board for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you use this cutting board every day. You're chopping meat, you're chopping vegetables and fruits. And then when Christmas come again, I pick up the same cutting board and wrap it up and give you back as a present.
No.
And you think I'm finished? I'll give you it for Valentine's, and if you get me vexed, I'll give you it for Easter as well. Oh, summer coming up, July and August, here you go, have it. And when it gets cold in winter, you can have it for Thanksgiving. Your birthday, of course, guaranteed. Birthday 2-3 times. You understand what I'm saying? And men just play along like, oh wow, baby, it's a new vagina.
But like we said, it's all in the presentation. It's
Yeah,
all in the
presentation and the
and the
movement.
unwrapping and in the
Yeah,
unwrapping of the gift from the
yeah,
head right down to the tip
yeah.
toe.
You have to unwrap it slowly,
Yes, all
slowly.
in the
So
presentation
one time you may get
and
it and you
the
can just rip it
delivery.
open, and then the next time
Presentation
you
and
just you
delivery. Okay? Yeah,
you peel the
yeah.
wrapping paper, you just peel it little bit, little bit,
Little bit
little bit,
by
little bit,
and
little bit, little bit, and then the next gift you just rip it open.
Oh, hear this. Outside the Kegels, right? You ever heard of something named Puss Bush?
what?
Yeah, it's exactly what you thought you heard.
Puss bush.
What?
What?
Like,
Bush,
it's
bush.
a bush for
A bush for
What are
your, a
you
bush for your
buttering?
push.
You what?
puss bush.
Push the
What is
bush.
that?
A
What?
bush
So
for
you
the
should. What
What's
does that?
that?
What?
A bush.
The
It's a
hair.
tree.
What you should. You should.
It is a
Is it?
bush for your puss.
But is it the hair? So we shouldn't wax.
He said it's a
No, here
bush
we
for the pussy. For the puss. Sorry,
yes.
for the puss.
Good, good, good. Well, stop. Stop now. Stop now. Stop. No, I'm serious. So in different cultures, I first encountered it in Suriname, where so like women when they have their cycle,
Yeah.
they would use it, and whenever they have sex, before and after, right? It's
I've
an
never
old
heard of it.
African tradition that has been passed
Or
down.
someone said to wash with. I've never heard of it.
Yes. So
I've
what
never heard of
they
it.
do, apparently what they do, they take the bush, they get it, and they would like heat some water, like if you're gonna make tea, like, but
Yeah.
they have a special setup with a setup like a type of of like a tin like they use in the
Mm.
bathroom area. What they do, they heat the water and then they put the bush inside the water. So it's like if you lemongrass or you any type of bush, tea bag or anything, right?
Mm.
So, but then what they do is as it steams and the steam that rises from it is the steam that is
Yeah,
then
Oh,
used.
yoni
my
steaming.
yoni
Yoni
steaming.
steaming. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
No,
do that. I
But
do that.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not something
Yeah.
different. But yeah,
No,
we do yoni
listen,
steaming.
man, is the steaming, yeah, but is the ingredients. Not every soda that stays the same. Is that true, right? Coke got the different
Mm.
ingredients from Pepsi. So
Mm.
that's say there's a special bush that does it the natural way. So it's not nothing that
Oh.
you can find. Yes, it's not nothing that you can find inside of a bottle and say, well, this little lavender, you put in lavender, you put in, not like that. It's a natural thing. And so there is the saying that in those countries where they use that, it's like everybody are virgins. They're perpetual virgins.
But you know what would be good though? Because myself and Naomi, we do those yoni steams because we know people that will package up the herbs and we
Mm-hmm.
steam the same way. But it would be
Yeah,
good to have some of that puss bush to compare it to see what it's actually
Yeah.
like. Ganja
yeah. Well,
chat, go to
whenever
I don't know. It's Ganja tea.
whenever I'm coming up to the UK to England, I'll probably see if I get someone bring it for you,
Yes.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank
you can
you.
let your listeners know. But it's the natural
Yeah.
way, the natural thing that I
Mm.
use for
2
steaming.
Yeah.
packets,
They don't.
please. 2 packets, thanks.
Yeah. Puss bush. Puss bush. Okay.
Puss bush.
It's like a yoni steam, but with the proper herb.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, but with a different herb. That's interesting.
Yeah. That's probably where the yoni steam originates from, though, isn't it? When
Yeah,
you think about it.
No,
Same thing. Right, well, it's been 2.5 hours now.
Has it been 2.5 hours?
It's 11:30.
Oh, yeah, it has. Yeah, we've been
It's
speaking a long time.
been a moment. It's been
It has.
amazing.
And you definitely not long had a moment. What did you say? Bush for your pussy.
That would be a good rallying call, eh?
Ah,
Yeah, sharp. No, it'd be amazing, right? Malcolm, yeah, definitely. Well, we're in contact anyway, but when you're planning to come to the UK, keep us posted.
yeah, because we have to. Yes, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah, but
We have to
I'm
come to
hoping
one
to
of
do
our
it
live
sometime this
events.
year. But when it gets warm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's way too cold now, you know.
Yes, it is. It's still
Mm.
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer, but it's not warm enough. So yeah. So yeah, man,
Oh,
this has been
yeah.
a well-rounded,
Oh, yeah.
informative and hilarious conversation.
Is that? Do you mean so GT? What you've put there? Do you mean Naomi? Is that Naomi you're talking about?
Huh? Naomi, what? What's he talking about?
Because it says Nene needs some Malcolm.
GT, go to bed.
Go to bed. You telling the big man, but go to bed. You know, come. I don't think
Right, yeah,
I don't think that would work. You know why that
yeah,
probably
that's
may
what
not
it said.
work
Yeah,
is because
you need some Malcolm.
you wouldn't get
What's
your
that?
rocks off without a certain thing that I not gonna do. So
That can be a conversation.
But if you're doing it that good, then you don't need to do that thing
Yeah,
that she wants.
yeah.
you understand?
Not always right. It is what I
Let me tell you
like.
something. I'm not gonna lie to
However,
you. Do you
yeah, go
know
on.
there are quite a few women that I actually like said no, like we couldn't have anything because they said those same words there. They only get off by oral,
Yeah.
no other way,
Mm,
no
mm,
other way,
I
no other
know
way. Right?
some women that say that. They say it's a necessity. If the man ain't doing it, then forget it.
mm.
So
Yeah.
so my next follow up question would usually be: would you be willing to try to see if you can get it off in the normal way?
Mm.
Right?
Mm,
That'd be my next question. No
Mm.
guarantees or anything like that. Just a question. If the
mhm.
answer is, but this is I've tried before, but this is the only way, and I say, well, you never tried everyone. You never tried this one. You
Yeah, that's
understand?
Mm.
different.
And if it still maintained that way, then I would humbly uh, decline. You know, say, nah, it's okay. You stay with the problem that you got there. I ain't gonna get caught up in that. Yes, you laugh. I'm telling you. You can't make fake. You should not make a fake promise. You can't. You know, I've heard of stories where a guy would tell a girl like, "Yes, I'm going to do X and I'm going to do Y," and when they get to the point, he doesn't want to do X, and that's not
Yeah,
right. You can't even
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
yeah,
that's not
That's
right.
entrapment.
yeah.
It's
It's
entrapment
not. That's
actually. You
not
know,
cool.
It is.
Not cool.
it's a form of entrap. And then it won't happen. Especially, you know, like some guys will tell girls like, "Okay, if you want me to do that, then you have to do this. And when she does this, you don't want to do that. That is not
Yeah, not
that is
cool.
Mhm,
totally off.
mhm.
The best you say you don't want to, so you don't have to. So in my case, I never even as much as request what I don't want or wouldn't do.
Mhm,
Okay.
But
mhm.
it just happens, you know. So
Mm.
I ain't requesting nothing, so you can't say in return of, you know. Yeah, it doesn't take much to try to be fair, you know.
Mm,
And try to hold a fairness and ensure every you could live like that. It's be easier, you know. Yeah. So
yeah.
My request is just to lift me up, turn me around, just lift me up, turn me around, twist me up and down. I am your playground. Stay with me. I am your Ferris wheel. Let's go round and round. Pick me up
I
and
believe you
turn
are
me
out of
around.
Jamaica
Pick
too
me up
now.
and turn me around. Pick me up and turn me around. Pick me up off the ground and turn me around. Spin me upside down. All them things there. Acrobats.
Yeah, that doesn't
Sometimes
have to
that's
be
good.
that. That
Hmm?
doesn't that doesn't mean that he has to be a crotch cannibal.
Nice. It's nice when you pick. It's nice when you're picked up and being flung about. That's sometimes nice.
Arm
That
strength.
is
No, you see. That's the thing. That's the thing. You gotta tell. You gotta tell
and
your
then nice
man
sometimes.
personally.
Nice just
Don't
because
say it's.
that's
Don't say just
We're
don't say,
listening.
well, yes, it's nice being picked up and thrown around, and then somebody pick you up and throw you around,
yes.
broke your hand or break your foot or something, and then you get in problem.
Yeah, no
Within
injuries. No
reason.
injuries.
Within reason.
Yeah, no
But
injuries.
you
No
never know
injuries.
if somebody pick you up, throw you on the table, and the table break down with you. It's within reason,
No, yeah,
but you
but
never
then
knew the table would.
you know if your table is strong enough, innit, really.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll have to do a practice run.
You've got the kitchen sink, you've got the bathroom sink, you've got the stairs.
Yeah, it's trouble, real trouble, real Jamaican trouble. Skinny your teeth, yeah, kin your teeth. You know, you just gotta drop the S. You just gotta drop the S. Yeah, kin your teeth.
We're not trouble. We're not trouble.
We're not.
Yeah, we're outspoken, but we're not trouble.
Yeah. Oh my
No.
God.
When I say trouble in the sense of not as being bad. It's like how you could tell a girl you want her to be bad for you, but you don't really want she shoot you or juke or stab you or you know
Oh, no.
you know, but that would be the essence of being bad. You understand? Yeah, bad in a good way.
Yeah, we're bad in a good way. We're
Yeah,
naughty.
so okay.
We're naughty.
Yeah, we're naughty. We're a little bit naughty.
We're a little bit naughty. A little bit
Yeah,
naughty.
just a little bit, just a little.
Oh dear. But yeah,
Won't
thank
hurt
you, Marky, so much
nobody.
for joining us. It's been
Yeah,
such a
thank
pleasure having
you.
you on and
Yes.
connecting. And yes, it's been a pleasure. But yes, just keep us in touch and informed when you're visiting the UK.
Yes.
We definitely have to meet up.
Yeah, have to meet in person.
To meet in person.
Mm.
Yes, man, it's been a pleasure. Thank you everyone for joining. And someone said earlier on, it literally has Guyanese man just took over the show today. That's
I
all I've got to
know.
say. Big Guyanese man in the building this evening.
Big up Guyana. Mm-hmm.
Big up Guyana in the building today.
But yes,
folks.
thank you for telling us straight. We took everything
real,
you said
man.
on board. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yes. And thank you, people, for all the comments. Even you,
Yes.
Mark, if you're still here. Mm.
Yes, Mark. Yes, thank you for all your comments.
Yeah.
Anytime you need me for joining y'all, just let me know.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah, we'll send you
Yes.
invite. Oh, glad you enjoyed it, Nikki Lee. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Jack, everybody, thank you for joining us with
All
your
right.
input.
Have a good one.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
we've got nuggets to take away from this.
See, bye, Malcolm. Take care.
See you later, King. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
But yes, everybody else, thank you so much for joining. It's just been a pleasure. We'll be back. When is our next Insta Live? It's
the first Monday of
the next one is March, isn't it?
Yeah, is it March the 2nd?
No, because that's in the week. So the next one is in like 2 weeks' time. Or something like that.
But
the next one will be the first Monday in March.
Yeah,
so
man.
Yes, we look forward to that. But until then, have a fantastic night, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world.
Your time zone is. And if you have any afterthoughts about this conversation, does Send us a DM. It's
Send
sisters
us
talk
a
about
DM and we
and
can
share
continue
your
the
thoughts.
conversation. Yeah, just send us
Yeah,
a DM. Because
yeah.
it's been a lovely convo. I have full
And
joy of
we've
the
learned a
conversation.
lot. It's been very interesting.
Hmm.
And
That's
my,
why we always say we like to have a man on to
yeah,
speak from their perspective. Because we're
yeah.
women, so we can't speak for the
As
man.
women, we can talk and share about what we like, but then
Mm.
it's to know what a man likes, we need to actually speak to a man.
Instead of assuming that we know what they like.
Yeah, because
So,
that's really going wrong.
but yeah, it's been enlightful. It's been delightful. It's been insightful.
And my jaw is
And
aching.
my jaw's aching. My head hurts. I need to drink some water. I swear, my head hurts. My jaw. This thing is hurting. Woo! Better go practice my Kegels.
I know. I've been practicing them all the way through these 2.5 hours, so I'm good.
For the last hour, I've been like, because to be fair, I haven't done them in a while, and I do feel the
You know, I
difference.
need to forward to you. There's a Kegel app that I downloaded. I'm going to forward it to you.
Yeah, forward
It's
it to
good.
Shaq as well.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll forward it to you on WhatsApp. It's really good.
Yeah, forward it to Shaq so he sends it to him.
Yes,
So
you know what Kegels are all about.
yeah.
Maybe
All
our
right.
next conversation we can talk about yoni eggs, because with yoni eggs you can do Kegels with them too.
Kegels. Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Mm.
my yoni egg. I need to do. Yeah.
Have you used yours in a while?
Yeah, but not in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
whole different conversation
Yeah,
because
that's a
now
whole, yeah.
it's time to sleep.
Yeah, it's time to vacate before we get on to
Right,
another
people. Like
conversation.
we
But yes,
said,
people.
love you lots, and the link, the
Mwah.
ticket link to the event in April will be out before the end of the week. So
Yeah.
if you're around, make sure you register.
Ooh, excuse
Yes,
me.
people. Love ya, leave ya. Until next time. Love,
Love, peace,
peace, and
and hair grease.
integrity.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Love
Mwah.
and light,
Big
peeps.
love.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.